Come join Tony's outdoor life with Barney by his side. Deep in the woods with the country life and nature as their guide. Building a camp to lay down their heads or a hammock for a bed. Looking at the stars as they fall to sleep in the place where muntjacs tread. Sleep beneath the oak or the willow trees, a fire for warmth and light the dark. Made with some bark or fat wood found, fair or rod to make a spark. Once upon a time in Tony's outdoor life, the woodland called out the name. The animals howled and the muntjacs barked, excited that he came. Tony's outdoor life, find him on YouTube, cooking something tasty and real good. Sleeping in a hammock, listen to the birds and eating all that lovely food. So come join Tony's outdoor life in nature at its best. Listen to the wind through the trees, listen to the birds singing, listen to the buzz of the bees, building a campfire using bark of trees.
Hi, good morning everybody. It's a beautiful morning. The sun's shining, as you can see behind me. The sky's getting bluer as the morning develops, and it's only really early. But yeah, we're out in the woods, or we're on our way into the woods, making use of this beautiful spring weather. Got a couple of items to try out today. I'm going to cook myself a bit of breakfast and just have some quality time out in the woods. So come and join me. Let's go spend some time in the woods. Can you hear the woodpecker? I wonder where in the woods that is. I think I'm going to pitch up here, I think. Or somewhere nearby here anyway. It's nice and flat. It's relatively dry as well, which is good. I'm just going to put a ridge line between this tree and these. It's got a little bit more clearing up to do on the floor, but this will do. That toggle just crumbled in my hands. That's it. So I've got a couple of prusik knots on there, one at this end and then one a bit further down. A beautiful sunshine coming through there. Got the DD superlight tarp going on now. It makes a massive difference to the weight in your bag. I'm just passing the loop of the prusik through the loop of the tarp, just putting a toggle in there and just pull it all tight. I think I could actually come this way a little bit more, so just bring that like that, and then we'll pull this tight again like that. And that's how prusik works. It won't move unless you actually move the knot itself. I'm going to use the bungees on these just to pull them across to these trees. Not quite sure I'm going to go that side yet, but we'll find. We'll see as the time goes on. So just putting the bungee through the loop of the tarp, and then just bungee that up to this branch that's up here. Hook it round on itself. That's it, that'll do that one. So as you can see with this one, I've hooked it round the loop. Hope that's in focus. Yeah, and then I just took that across with two bungees across to a small tree over the other side. We've got the DD magic carpet as well, so I'm going to put that down underneath the tarp to give me somewhere to put my kit. Clump of grass there, right where I didn't want it, but it's fine. The ground is very soft. It don't take much to put these pegs in the ground either. The next thing I want to do is put the hammock up. Now it's only a cheap one. It's only a cheap one, but it will do the job. And I only use it for a seat, to be fair. So yeah, so I'll put that across between these two trees. Yeah, the distance between those two trees, it was a little bit narrow, so I've had to go on to off of this one here, which will be fine. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Got the woodpecker pecking away out there. I've got the tarp up, and this is one of the first things that I wanted to show really. I know you've all seen it before, and I've never been an ultralight type of person, or even super light, or whatever you call it. If I need something, I'll need it, and if I need it, I'll carry it. And it's as simple as that, no matter what it weighs. However, the super light tarp, it's a little bit smaller than 3x3, but I think it's 10 centimetres shorter one way or something like that. But to be honest, it's half the weight of the normal tarps that I've been using. So, you know, to be honest, I'm going to be using this one pretty much most of the time. And I do like the coyote brown as well. I don't think they do this in the camouflage, you know, in the multicam, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It blends in quite well. Right. I need to have a cuppa. Let's get this show on the road. I run, just making a cuppa. Going to cook myself a bit of breakfast shortly. Nothing special. And then I've got something else to, another bit of kit to put up over there. So I'm building a bit of a camp environment. But in the meantime, I'm looking forward to a cuppa. We've had some beautiful weather the last few days. We've had some gorgeous weather, and today is no exception. I mean, it's only, what's the time now? It's only 9 o'clock now, and it feels like sort of mid-afternoon. It's beautiful. I'm only using one of these 3-in-1s. They're ideal for bringing out to the woods. I haven't put my glove on to pour my water. This will be hot. Oh, didn't take long to boil. This hammock's not in the most ideal position, but the distance between these two trees was too short to put it, so I had to hook it up to another tree over there, which puts this one in. It's not in the way. It's not in my way at all. So another piece of kit that I want to try out today, it's not this bit of foil by the way, this bit of foil is here because I always worry about forest fires and things, so I like to put that down on the ground. I like to put that down on the ground first. But this is the new bit of kit. It's a little grill plate. It's not very heavy. It's not titanium or anything like that. It's stainless steel, but yeah, it's not something you go backpacking with. But for the woods, how great is that? So I've got some wood wool. I've got some wood wool in there. We'll get the fire going with that. And then I have brought some wood into the woods today because I don't need all this marble. Let's put some of that back. Yeah, I bought some wood in today because there was a young lad in my local town that was chopping up old pallets and then selling it as firewood for charity, so I bought a couple of bags of it. And it's not very heavy, so I've just put some in my bag. Just put some in my bag, sort of bring to the woods. And not only that, I didn't know how damp the woods were going to be today, so, but never mind. But I'm going to cook my breakfast on this grill plate today. Yeah, so like I said earlier on, I'm not cooking anything special this morning. Just got some Bramley apple pork sausages, mushrooms and tomatoes, and a bit of garlic granules just to sprinkle over the mushrooms, as you do. Sausages look a little bit burnt, but never mind. Oh, it's hot. Oh, looks a bit burnt, but I shall still eat it. I'm a growing boy. Have a look. Oh. Oh yes. It might look burnt, but that's only on the outer. The insides of it's perfect. The old woodpecker's still pecking away. Sausages are hot. That fold up grill, perfect. I've had it for quite a while, just never used it. I still bought the bush box, but because you know where you are with the bush box, don't you? But so there's one more thing that I need to put up, and I've cleared an area just to the left of me here, and that is Lanshan 2. So at the end of March, 28th of March, I'm going to be starting the Peddars way. Originally I was looking at tents that I've already got, and they were weighing like 2.5 kilos, something like that. Then I thought, oh well, maybe I'll use my tarp and use a Dutch Army bivvy bag, which is great. I absolutely love the Dutch Army bivvy bag, but I thought if I'm doing all those miles walking each day, I'm going to need to guarantee a really good night's sleep. So that's where the Lanshan 2 comes in. Now this is exactly how it comes out of the bag. The only difference is that this hasn't got the pegs in it. Yeah, so the pegs aren't actually in there, but I have got the pegs here. Now, I had a look at these pegs, and whilst they're nice and dainty, I think you get 8 of these in the pack, like a little tiny thin groundhog. They look really dainty, they're quite light, and they're a bit like the groundhog pegs, of which I've got some, so I'll probably be swatching. They're bigger ones, of course, that I've got, so I'll probably be swapping them out. But for today, I'm going to use the pegs. I'm going to use it exactly how the tent comes. So just bear in mind as well that I've never put this tent up before. I've seen videos on YouTube, and it has got instructions in the bag as well. But if you're like me, you don't read the instructions unless it gets too complicated. So first of all, let's get the pegs in my pocket so I know where they are. I'll take these rubber bungs off the bottom of the trekking poles. I'll put them down there. So let's have a look at what you get in the bag. So I'm not sure if this is waterproof or not, but it looks like it might be made of the same outer as the tent itself, which suggests that it probably is. However, I probably wouldn't bank too much on that. It is sort of set up like a dry bag with the roll down top. Now I did get this out the other day in order to get the pegs out to have a look at them, and it wasn't the easiest of things to get back into, and I doubt after it's been used a few times that I'm going to be able to roll it up all really nice and get it back into this bag, into this stuff sack. So I'll probably look at some sort of good quality dry bag to roll this tent up in. So first of all, whilst it is rolled up like this, I can just unroll it and then I can just turn it to wherever I want. I don't know if some people just stuff it into a stuff sack or not, but anyway, first of all, let's get it laid out on the floor. We've got a few. Now, I've not got the footprint for this. I am going to get the footprint for it, just to give it a bit of extra protection on the floor. But I haven't got that yet, so we'll have to make do with it how it is. So let's roll it out. And this is the green one, by the way. Okay. Right, let's have a look. So as you can see, I've put the trekking poles, I've set them at 120 centimetres. That's what a lot of the people on YouTube are doing, but I know that you can adjust that to whatever you want anyway. But let's have a look. These are very, very tiny pegs. We'll peg down the corners first. Get the best sort of bit we can on there. Now I've only done them loosely because you can adjust this afterwards, which looks relatively easy when I've seen people doing it on YouTube. So let's get all four corners pegged out for a start. Considering how small these pegs are, they seem to be going in. They're in the ground quite well. Just put them in my pocket for a moment. Now, like I said earlier on, I set the trekking pole at 120. I'm just going to unzip this a moment. Good quality zip is by the looks of it, and I've got a good quality cover over the zips as well. Right, let's get this in here. Now again, this is set at 120 as well. I'm going to unzip this side as well, because it is a lot easier. It's a lot easier putting it in with it undone. Now this is the 3-season tent, and I will show you the difference between a 3-season and a 4-season in a moment. Get that over there. There's like a little loop inside. You put the loop over the trekking pole. That's it. Okay. So, next thing is to peg out the ends. Now, one of the things that with these is you have to be really careful, because there is a loop already put onto the guy rope, so you have to make sure that you keep that loop. And I'm a little bit nervous undoing this now, because it is all wound up really well and I don't want to tangle it. So let's just bear with me a second as I do this. It looks like you've got an aluminous clip on here, or adjuster as well, at the top and halfway down, which is great because it just helps you not trip over it in the night. So let's have a look. Yeah, so as you can see, there is a loop. Now I'm told, or right, I say I'm told, I've seen on the internet and on YouTube, and a lot of people say it, that is in a specific location. So try not to undo that knot, which could get confusing if you're getting a tangle like I didn't, but quite easily you could have got into a tangle with that. So anyway, let's get this one pegged out. Now, as you can see, there's a little right at the end. There is it's like a, I don't know how to describe it really. It's a little plastic hook anyway, and that goes around the door. You can put both of them on, but most people will do it onto the door that's got the storm flap on it, because that's the door that is going to be pegged down, and the other one will be the door that you open. So as you can see, that's now hooked onto the door with the storm flap. Okay, let's get it pegged out. So when you're pegging out, you have got this adjuster that is on the attached to the top of the tent, and that's what's going to pull that tight. I've just pulled it down to where I think it should be, but this is trial and error for me as well. Right, so I don't know if you can see now, but I've pegged that down, I've pegged that in, and these adjusters, I've pulled them along the line to make it tight. Okay, now I'm not going to do it too tight until I've done the other side, but also need to check that the checking pole is straight as well. So that's what that looks like from the back. Obviously I haven't done this side yet, so let's have a look at that. Yeah, so again, just be careful when you're undoing this, that you don't undo the predetermined loop. This adjuster, all you do is you just slacken it and you can pull it to make whatever adjustment that you need, and there is one at the bottom which is exactly the same. So just going to pull this tight now. So the little loop, I hope I'm focusing on this okay, the little loop is very, very tiny. It's only sort of big enough for the pegs that come with the tent. So if you're going to be swapping them out, you might need to look at if you look at it swapping the pegs out, you might need to look at doing something with that loop. So I put the peg through the loop and then I pushed it into the ground. I didn't do it on film because I needed two hands. But you can see this line is slack, this one is tight, this one is really slack, so you can get up to here and then you can start pulling that and it will start pulling the tent tight. Now look at the ridge line of the tent now, it's quite strong. Now if you want to pull this out further, again exactly the same, pull the little toggle and you can tighten it up. And there it is. Now I've not been inside it yet to make any adjustments to the trekking poles, but from the outside it looks okay. Now I know that you can bring this lower down by adjusting the trekking poles. And that's the first time that I've put one of these up, and alright, it probably took me a little bit longer than other people might do it, and it won't take me long the next time I do it. Now there is a little tiny loop on the bottom of the bathtub which you just hook around the tent, around the trekking pole, sorry. There is some little toggles up here if you want to roll the door back. As I said earlier on, this is the 3-season tent, which means that it's a mesh inner. It has got a sea nylon at the top and the bottom of the actual tent, and the 4-season is that all over. I will get the 4-season one when I need to. It has got like a J zip, as you can see. One thing that I did forget though is these on the corners of the bathtub. You can just bring them out and hook them around the peg like so. And as you can see, once those corner tags are hooked back to the pegs, you've got really nice flat bathtub in there. Now you have got some more attachments on the sides that you can use to pull it out, to prevent the outer touching the inner. I'm not attaching them today, and the guy ropes for them you'll find in the peg bag. So yeah, it's been a nice relaxing little day camp today. I've managed to get the ultralight tarp up. I've got to try the grill plate that goes over the fire. I've got to put up the Lanshan 2, which I am very, very impressed with, and I'm really looking forward to using that when I come to do the Peddars Way at the end of March. Hammock, got the hammock out. I only really use that as a seat. It's only a cheap £10 hammock, but you know, if you're in the woods you always got trees, and if you always got trees and a hammock, you always got a seat. Also the DD Magic carpet, again I'm quite impressed with that, because when you look at how thin they are, you think, oh my god, that's not gonna last 5 minutes. But I'll tell you what, they're a lot stronger than they look. I think I'm going to start tidying up and packing away now, and then make my way through the woods. Yeah, and then just as a reminder, that's the tent. I mean, crikey, it's no bigger than a shoe. I know it looks bigger when I've got it close to you, but look, there you go. That's how big it is. Amazing. A 2-person tent that size. Amazing. Okay, that's everything cleared up now. The ridge line went across there. The hammock went across there. The tent was just down here. And of course, the fire. You can just see that circle of soil. So we just pick over it. I'll tell you what, you'd never know I've been here. Right, making my way out of the woods now. You can hear how dry it's getting, which is brilliant. Long may that continue. I love coming to these woods. Whew. Just gone straight for a great big spider web. Probably got a tarantula crawling all over me now. Never mind. It's getting warm now as well. I'm really looking forward to the green on the trees again. There's lovely grass growing through here. And I dare say we'll see some bluebell shoots before too long. All these bluebell plants. Another month or two and this will be a sea of blue. Yeah, so I'm out of the woods now in the sunshine. I can't believe how blooming warm it is. I don't know what the temperature is, but that sun, I broke my sunglasses as well. I sat on them when we were in camp. I leaned on my jacket and snapped them. The one day that I want them and I'm broken. But hey ho. Yeah, great little camp this morning. Shame about a burnt breakfast, but it tasted alright. Nice and dry in there as well now. Well, let's hope it stays dry anyway. I've got a little bit more time on my hands for a while, so I need to be getting out more. Need to get some more content up on YouTube. I sort of feel like I've neglected it a little bit lately. don't know if it gets you like that. You sort of feel guilty because you haven't put much up on YouTube. So that's my challenge to myself anyway, is to get a little bit more out there, try a few different things as well. If there's any content that you'd like me to have a go at, by all means leave a comment. I'll do my best. But I'd just like to say thanks for watching today, and thanks for watching any day if you're a regular watcher, and thanks to all those that have subscribed to me in the past. I really do appreciate it, and I'd love new subscribers as well. I want to make the channel grow. I want to get more content on there, content that people want to see. If you've got anything you want me to look at, want me to do, anything you think I should change, yeah, leave a comment for me please. I really would appreciate that, because you can only learn and get better by listening to the audience. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm itching to get out again already, so until that time, stay safe out there.
Camp in the woods where the animals roam. I knew a river with gates and locks, watching the world from the river's edge. No time for time or clocks. Paddling the river upstream or down, or lighting fires to cook up some food. Warmth from the fire that flickers and lights up the dark of the woods. Building the camp to keep out the cold or shelter from the pouring rain. Nature rules this wonderful land, and nature cannot be tamed. Having Barney to walk by your side, adventures to having to share. Woods or forest, rivers or lakes, and anywhere that we dare. So come join Tony's outdoor life, out in the woods and the countryside. Enjoy the seasons changing the land. Enjoy a camp to sleep, rest and hide.